So yesterday, Justin Herbert had his worst career game to date. I mean, he threw for 209 yards. I think he had 53 attempts and 2 interceptions. And there was a lot of people that kind of overreacted to this game. I know Dolphins fans were having a field day because Tua had a great game and Herbert had a bad game. So then here, of course, since if you get drafted together, there's a bunch of comparisons that come with it. But I honestly was watching the game, and I don't think it was that bad of a game. I think people kind of just are starting to underestimate the Patriots. I mean, Bill Belichick's record against rookie QBs is 20-5. And young quarterbacks, I'm not sure what the record for that is, but he tends to embarrass young quarterbacks. Just last week, Kyler Murray wasn't embarrassed, but Kyler Murray had a pretty bad game against the Patriots. I think we can all agree on that. Just last year, Monday Night Football, Sam Darnold, the I'm seeing ghost games. That was because of Bill Belichick. And Justin Herbert, he goes in there, and I don't think he was making bad reads against the Patriots. He had 2 interceptions. One of them was because he sailed the pass over the head of Keenan Allen, and J.C. Jackson came up with the interception. It was an accurate pass. I get it. And the first one that he had was intercepted by Chase Winovich, who was a defensive end / outside linebacker. And I'm going to be honest, I didn't even see Chase Winovich on a play. He came in out of nowhere. So I'll give him a little leeway for that. Herbert didn't play good, but he didn't play bad. That's just what I think. And I think people are starting to underestimate the Patriots. The Patriots are not an elite team. They're not a great team, but they're a good team. They're 6-6. They're still in the hunt. Bill Belichick has his team playing at such a good level that they don't even have an offense. Cam Newton against the Chargers didn't throw for over 100 yards. I'm pretty sure. Last week against the Cardinals didn't throw for 100 yards. He threw for 79, and they're still winning games. The Cardinals are a playoff team, and they beat them. So people are just starting to really underestimate the Patriots. They won 4 of their last 5. They've had wins against the Ravens and the Cardinals. And people forget this team had a league-high 8 opt-outs and had a COVID dilemma earlier in the year. Well, Stephon Gilmore was on the COVID list. The Cam Newton was on the list as well. Like, this team has gone through a lot of turmoil, and yet Bill Belichick keeps this team disciplined and ready to play on any given Sunday. Like, on any given Sunday, the Patriots have 2 things going for them. One, they'll have the best coach on the field. That's a given. Bill Belichick has earned that title. 2, they'll have possibly the best defense on the field as well, along with the best secondary. This game was more about people underrating the Patriots than it was Justin Herbert having his worst game as a pro. There's nobody's denying that Justin Herbert had a bad game. But before this, Justin Herbert was historically good. And then he runs into Bill Belichick, and now all of a sudden, Tua's better than him. That's baloney. Tua's not on the level of Justin Herbert. And I'm going to get to Tua on the next segment. Justin Herbert is way better than Tua. You look at what the Chargers had, what Justin Herbert has to deal with. His special teams giving up 2 touchdowns. I forgot the kick returner's name, the punt returner's name for the Patriots. I think it was like Olszewski. He returned a punt for a touchdown. He almost had one later in the game. Then the Chargers, like, can we just be honest? Can Badgley just get cut already? I think Badgley misses so many kicks. He has a strong leg, one of the strongest legs in the NFL, but he's not accurate at all. The reason the Chargers lost the game to the Saints earlier in the year was because he missed the game-winning field goal. Badgley goes out to kick a kick before the half, and it gets blocked, and it gets returned for a touchdown. Those are 2 touchdowns on the special teams unit. Then you look at the play calling, you just see a bunch of screens, and even when the Chargers are getting blown out, you don't take Justin Herbert out of the game. You don't protect your future franchise quarterback. I know that Anthony Lynn hasn't been a good coach this year, you could say last year. I don't think Anthony Lynn is a horrible coach. Is he a bad coach? Does he deserve to get out of Los Angeles now with the Chargers? Yes, he does. But 2 years ago, we were talking about Anthony Lynn being in the Coach of the Year discussion. So I don't think this guy forgot how to coach. I just don't think this team is responding to him. When you lose by 40 and you put up 0 points on the board with a historically good rookie quarterback, there's something wrong. The Chargers need to clean house. They need to get rid of Lynn, probably keep Pep Hamilton. They need to do something because Justin Herbert needs help. And I think the Patriots game really opened everybody's eyes to it. People were kind of blind to it because the Chargers were losing so many close games. So you want to keep giving Anthony Lynn chances. Oh, maybe it'll be next week. Maybe it'll be the week after because he's in all these games. But then after they get blown out by the Patriots and it's as embarrassing as this, I think it's time to go. And I don't even know why he's still the coach for the Chargers. They should have fired him probably like 2 weeks ago. It's insane.